Megalopolis, directed by legendary filmmaker Francis Ford Coppola. We already know who he is. He's directed the great trilogy, or some people would say first two movies in The Godfather Part 1 and 2. He also made Apocalypse Now. And the funny thing for me is I know who Francis Ford Coppola is. I am aware of his movies, but this is the first movie that I've seen of his that I've watched all the way through.
Is this way we're living the only one that's available to us?
Megalopolis tells the story of a new Roman Empire in the 21st century. Imagine a world where the Roman Empire never fell and it continued to live on into our modern day society. This is a futuristic type film in the sense of, think of movies like Inception by Christopher Nolan and Mr. Nobody starring Jared Leto. I'm talking about movies that you could say are pretentious and preachy, but yeah, they're talking to the audience and asking the audience these questions so that once the experience is over, you will have a dialogue about these questions the movie asked you with your friends and family. There are many questions the movie presents to the audience, and for someone uneducated and stupid such as myself, some of this may go over my head. But I feel like Francis Ford Coppola conducted and crafted this story in such a way that feels structurally cohesive to me, to the point where I'm able to follow the narrative of the story from the beginning all the way through to the end, even though there are a few minor mishaps here and there.
Our American Republic is not all that different from old Rome.
What does the future of our civilization look like? What does the current state of our civilization look like? And as the film suggests, our current state and time is no different than that of the Roman Empire. And if we keep progressing towards the direction we're in now, our fate as a civilization could be just as devastating, if not worse, than what happened to the Roman Empire.
I give you my word. He's gonna be there coming.
When we witness this story, we see Adam Driver, who plays Caesar, and he is an architect. He is a man who has dreams. He's a visionary. He visions a beautiful civilization that all lives as one in harmony in nature, as a utopia.
Go back to the club.
And I cannot help but mention how Adam Driver chews up the scenery. He has like 2 or 3 monologues in this film, and they're all fantastic, even though it goes into that whole to be or not to be type situation, you know, and he says that line of, yeah, we buy things and impress people we don't like and all that jibber jabber. But man, Adam Driver crushes it in this film as this character. He goes all in.
See no more than nothing.
Then we have Giancarlo Esposito, who plays Caesar's opposition, Mayor Franklin Cicero. Cicero has ideas, but his ideas are not as idealistic as that of Caesar's. Instead of dreaming of a utopian future that could possibly preserve their way of life and make things better, Cicero believes that the current state of their civilization works and will remain stable by providing people with jobs and education. Basically, the things that keep a modern day society going. I feel like the story mostly focuses on those two characters, Caesar and Mayor Franklin Cicero, but we do have an astonishing cast of supporting actors here. We have Natalie Emmanuel, who plays Julia Cicero, the daughter of Mayor Franklin Cicero. Julia is in love with Caesar. She's very optimistic about the future, unlike her father, who is stubborn and set in his ways. Julia goes down a path that is full of wonder and love, but yet there is a little bit of mystery sprinkled in there regarding a situation with Caesar and a past love that died under mysterious circumstances. Shia LaBeouf plays the cousin to Adam Driver's Caesar in this film, and Shia LaBeouf is acting a fool in this film. He's young, he's arrogant, he's cocky, he does whatever he wants, however he wants. You can tell that Shia LaBeouf was having a blast on set making this film. Matter of fact, you can tell everyone was having a blast on set making this film. Man, Shia LaBeouf, regardless of what you may think about his personal life, the man is a talented actor. He crushes it with every performance he gives. Aubrey Plaza plays Wu Platinum, or Woe Platinum, I don't really know.
This may come as a little surprise to you. Right. Caesar's mine. And he has been for a long time.
But her character has ambitions, she has goals, she has dreams, and she is willing to do whatever is necessary to obtain all of those things. My favorite actor in this film is Jon Voight, who plays Hamilton Crassus. Jon Voight plays a banker, he's a businessman, he is the most wealthiest, most powerful man in this new Roman Empire. And everybody is out to get him, including his family, because everybody wants a piece of the pie. You can tell Jon Voight had a blast making this movie. I haven't seen Jon Voight this animated since I saw him in 1997's Anaconda.
Thank the Lord for you. Thank the Lord.
And Lawrence Fishburne, he plays the wise man to Caesar. He is the man who is doing the narration throughout the film and observing everything and documenting everything and addressing it to the audience.
Harold just counted brush strokes.
All right, who just said Harold just counted brush strokes?
Yeah, it has voiceover narration that I just hate in films unless it's used effectively. And I feel like it's effective in this film. So by the end of it all, I let the narration voiceover go. I think it works for this film. It doesn't bother me by the end. I can see how a lot of people might not like this movie because they'll say it's preachy, it's pretentious, there's narration, the CGI is bad.
What the fuck is that?
This is a tedious film, this is a dull film, this is a slow film, this is a film that's full and high on itself. You can say whatever you want, but to me,
I don't care.
does the film have bad looking CGI? Yes, in a lot of parts it does, but then by the end, does it bother me? No, it doesn't bother me because I am sucked into the narrative of the story, and I feel like the way the narrative explains what's happening, it makes sense the way the CGI looks because this is a fantasy film, this is a futuristic movie, and as long as I believe in the story being told to me, I can suspend my disbelief and ignore all these little minor hiccups. I love this movie. I genuinely love this movie. It made me cry by the end of it all because I feel like it has a real powerful message.
Think of the children. Won't somebody please think of the children?
I love this movie. Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis. In the beginning, I wasn't too sure about it because it had all these things that I didn't like in movies. But then, like I said, by the end of it all, I completely let all that stuff go because I suspended my disbelief because I was sucked in to the world of this flawless, fantastic, feastable film.
Emmy, time stop now.
I believe one of the key messages of this movie is love. Through the power of love, all things are possible. And that right there, that's all I have to say.
I'll just get started on the apocalypse.